Good morning, traders. I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. Happy Friday to all of us. We're here to talk to you about the grain markets. Okay, we'll start with the corn market. I'm going to put two charts of corn in front of us here today. The first one's the daily chart. You can see 1, 2, 3 days of higher highs and higher lows. Many times markets go in days of 3, so that looks good. Now the next chart we got of corn is the weekly chart. This is why I'm friendly and bullish to the corn market. You've got a weekly reversal up. These are rare charts, and if we close on the extreme high here today, I think you're going to see higher prices next week. So 4 things that are bullish for the corn market. Number 1, you got a good demand story for corn. Number 2, the funds are short corn here. Number 3, Chinese. There's rumors of Chinese purchases of U.S. corn. And then number 4, probably the wettest spring that we've ever had so far in the history of these markets. So this is going to be short cover. You got a very big report next Friday, March 29th. And I think the theme is going to be short covering going into this report next Friday. So we'll get on here and talk about that. This report, I'm very comfortable with options on. It is a very high risk report. Nonetheless, next Friday, March 29th, planning intentions. A mentor of mine and some of my best corn traders that I've ever had, and this mentor has been in the markets longer than I have, and I've been doing this all my life. He's bullish corn. So does that mean anything? Well, we're going to find out here in the weeks ahead. Okay, the soybean market. Here's the chart of soybeans. You know, I'm not have a lot of conviction here one way or another. It looks a little top heavy to me. Again, I think next week the theme is going to be short covering going into this report. So we'll see about that. Let's talk about the Chinese consumer here just for a little bit. You know, we have consumer confidence, a report that comes out. So we get this trade deal out of the way. The Chinese consumer is going to be very confident. You know, how confident is he today? You got this AFS, this pork flu over there in China. I don't think the Chinese consumer is that confident. That holds back their economy and their growth over there. So get this trade deal out of the way between U.S. and China, and the Chinese consumer continues in his confident ways. That'd be a positive for Chinese economy here. I think President Xi, the Chinese leader, he's picking up his sales game here. Today's headline in the Financial Times, there's hope that these trade deals can get straightened out between China and USA. I'm a technical trader. I don't like to really trade with hope so much time, and the glass is always half full for us. So I'm certainly hopeful for higher grain prices. That's good for all of us. But just, you know, the President President Xi, picking up his sales game in here, and so we'll see where we go with these trade talks. And wrapping this up, the wheat market, kind of a follower here in corn, and we'll see. It's all about the row crops here. We haven't planted anything yet, and it's maybe the wettest spring, and you go out 2, 3, 4 weeks from now and it's still wet, you're going to have higher corn prices. Everybody have an excellent weekend.